Dear friends, peace and greetings from Rome. I am Cardinal Kikuchi, President of Caritas Internationalis. I greet you on the occasion of the 9th World Day of the Poor, a day that has become an important moment for the Church every year. To reflect on how our faith calls us to be evangelized by the poor. By extension, it's also become a very important moment for our Caritas family to do the same, since serving, accompanying, and defending the poor is a cornerstone of our mission across the world. In this Jubilee year of hope, our celebration of the World Day of the Poor coincides with the Jubilee of the Poor. And so, we have a particular responsibility to reflect on how we can be pilgrims of hope for with and because of those among us who experience poverty. The theme that the Holy Father has chosen is, "You, O Lord, are my hope." He points out to us that every form of poverty, without exception, calls us to experience the gospel concretely and to offer effective signs of hope. All of us need charity, here and now. Charity is not just a promise. It is a present reality to be embraced with joy and responsibility. Charity engages us and guides us, our decisions toward the common good. Conversely, those who lack charity not only lack faith and hope, they also rob their neighbor's hope, says the Pope Leo in his message. Serving with joy and responsibility, being an instrument of peace in front of the sufferings and injustice across the world is part of our daily mission. Let us renew our commitment to serve with love and compassion, to be accountable, and to bring light in the darkness, which becomes more and more important in a world where inequality and unjust systems deeply affect the most vulnerable. In Caritas, we put those who experience poverty in all of its forms at the center of our mission. Their well-being and dignity must be the reference point by which we make good decisions and by which we assess the effectiveness of our work. This starts with each one of us. And so, I encourage you to reflect in a way that is personal and concrete. How do your interactions with those living in poverty give you a concrete experience of the gospel? How are you a source of hope for those who experience poverty? How are those who experience poverty a source of hope for you? In the message of the Holy Father for this important day, we read, "Poverty has structural causes that must be addressed and eliminated. In the meantime, each of us is called to offer new signs of hope. As Caritas, we advocate for a fair and just world, for policies which can guarantee equal opportunities for all. And we have many activities around the world that allows the most in need to transform their lives with compassion and professionalism. Always and particularly in this day and the following week, I call you to pay attention to the signs of hope that we can see when we are with the poor in the community work, listening, centers, schools, health centers, refugee camps. As usual, this World Day of the Poor kicks off Caritas' annual week of prayer and action. Now in its fifth edition, to jointly mark the World Day of the Poor today and World Youth Day next Sunday, this week of prayer and action has become a key moment for our Confederation to give the floor to our young Caritas staff and volunteers to build and animate a program that helps all of us to reflect and pray about our personal understandings of poverty and those who experience it, and prompts us to take simple but profound actions every day that turn our reflections and hopes into action. In his message for this World Day of the Poor, the Pope Leo reminds us the poor are not recipients of our pastoral care, but creative subjects who challenge us to find novel ways of living out the gospel today. Young people are naturally innovative. They see the future through the lens of possibility. And so, what a wonderful reminder for us to follow the lead of our young people when it comes to finding new ways to live out the gospel through our daily interactions with those who experience poverty. So starting from today, our every own Caritas youth from around the world will share their hopes for the future and will help us to discover how we can all serve those who experience poverty with the creativity, energy, and innovation. I take this opportunity to thank them for guiding us all through this important moment of the Jubilee year. You can find all of the resources to follow this year's week of prayer and action on our website. I encourage you to follow this program by yourself and to share it widely across your networks. Thank you, and may God bless all of us who experience poverty in all of its forms. Thank you so much.